Good morning to everyone. I am Sweta from GMRP Gajwal. In this video lesson, I am going to discuss about the introduction of television and explain the formation of picture, state the need for horizontal and vertical scanning. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss about the introduction of television. Okay. So here the word television is nothing but a combination of two words, that is tele and vision. Okay. So tele, the meaning of tele is for, and the vision meaning is to see. So thus the television means seeing from a distance. Okay. So television is nothing but a combination of two words, tele and vision. The meaning of tele is for, and the meaning of vision is to see. So overall meaning of television is nothing but a see from a distance. Okay. That is the meaning of television. Okay. So the first demonstration of actual TV was given by J.L. Bird in London and C.F. Jenkins in USA in the year of 1927. In the year of 1927, the TV was given by J.L. Bird and C.F. Jenkins. Okay. In the year of 1927. Okay. So here the television is a system that converts the succession of visual images into corresponding electrical signals and transmits those signals through a suitable communication channel to distant receivers, where these signals are used to reproduce the original images. Yes. So the function of television is what? It is a system. It is used to convert the visual images into corresponding electrical signals and transmit those signals through a suitable communication channel to distant receivers, where these signals are used to reproduce the original signals or original images. So at the starting stage, the television is large in size and is constructed from various mechanical, electrical and electronic devices. Nowadays, these televisions are available in different portable and large sizes and are completely making use of only electronic components, hence they are occupying a less space. But in the olden days, television is very large, but coming nowadays, it occupies a less space because it uses only electronic components. Okay. So here there are three monochrome. So monochrome is nothing but a black and white TV. We call it as a monochrome television. So in a monochrome television system, we have three types of standards are there. 525 line system, that is an American system. Next one is a 625 line system. 819 line system, that is a French system. Okay. So in India, 625 line system CCIRB, we use CCIRB, that is International Radio Consultative Committee system is followed. That means in India we use 625 line system, that is a European system. Okay. Actually we have in monochrome television we have three types of standards are there. 525 line system, 625 line system, Okay, so in monochrome television we have three types of standards are there. One is a 525 line system, that is an American system. Next one is a 625 line European system and 819 line French system. But in India we use a 625 line European system. Next, again we have in a color television we have three types of color television systems are there: NTSC, PAL and CCAM system. So first one is a NTSC. This is an American system. NTSC means National Television System Committee. Next one is a PAL. It is a German system. Phase alternation by line system. Next one, CCAM. It is a French system. Sequential colors, memory system. Sequential colors, a memory system. So in color television, in India we use a PAL system, that is a phase alternation by line system, that has been adopted in India because of compatibility between CCIRB system and PAL system. Okay, so in 625 line system, that is a CCIRB standards were followed, that is International Radio Consultative Committee. So in this, so what is meant by compatibility? So here we have two types of systems: color TV system. One more is black and white, that is monochrome system. So in monochrome we have again three standards are there. In color TV we have three standards. So the compatibility means it means that a color television signal must produce a normal black and white picture on a monochrome receiver without any modification of the receiver circuit. So in olden days or normal, in olden days we use black and white TVs at that time. So here the compatibility means the color television signal. Okay, so present nowadays we use only color television signals. Okay, the transmitter will send only color television signals. So that color television signals will produce a normal black and white picture on a monochrome receiver. So suppose మనకి నార్మల్ గా బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ టీవీస్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, ఈవెన్ ఆ బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ టీవీస్ లో కూడా ఏంటి అంటే ఈ కలర్ సిగ్నల్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో ఆ కలర్ సిగ్నల్స్ అనేవి మనకి ఇక్కడ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతాయి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద కంపాటబిలిటీ. సో ఎనీ వితౌట్ మోడిఫికేషన్స్ ఇన్ ద రిసీవర్ సర్క్యూట్ we are producing a color television signals in a normal black and white picture on a monochrome receiver without changing of the or modification of the receiver circuit. That is the compatibility. Okay, so understand. First of all, television is nothing but a tele and vision, combination of two words. Tele means for, vision means to see. Okay, so the overall meaning of television is seeing from a distance. Okay, so next, here the actual TV was given by J.L. Bird and in London and C.F. Jenkins in USA in the year of 1927, and we have two types of televisions are there: black and white television, that is monochrome television, and color TV television. So in black and white or monochrome we have 525 line system, 625 line system and 81 line systems are there. In that in India we use 625 line European system that follows the CCIRB standards, that is International Radio Consultative Committee standards. Next, in color television we have NTSC system, PAL system, CCAM system. NTSC means National Television System Committee, that is in America system. PAL system is a German system, that is phase alternation by line system. SECAM is a sequential colors, a memory, that is a French system. In India, we use a PAL system. Okay. So because of these compatibility between CCIRB standards and the PAL system, okay, these two are compatible in nature. So because of that, we use this PAL system. First of all, what is a compatibility? Compatibility is nothing but uh, even color television signals must produce normal black and white pictures on a monochrome receiver without modification in the receiver circuit. In receiver circuit, without any changes also, uh, color television signal must be produced. So that is the meaning of the compatibility. Okay. Okay. Next one is explain the formation of picture. Okay. So here explain the formation of the picture. So here the picture, first of all, picture information is an optical in nature. Okay. So that is in brightness, based on the brightness. So here the picture has a very small areas of varying brightness. These small areas are termed as a picture elements, that we call it as a pixels. Okay. So picture is fundamentally an assembly of very large number of small dark and light areas corresponding to the picture elements. So these picture elements are divided into number of small element areas of black and white. Each small area of light or shade is a picture element is called as a pixel, or it is also called as a pel. Pel or pixel. Okay. So here, to transmit the picture information through the channel, it is necessary to convert the optical information into electrical form. Okay. So to transmit the information, okay, if we want to transmit the picture information through the channel, it is necessary to convert this picture optical information into electrical form. Okay. So for that purpose, to transmit all the variations of a light present in the space of a picture at a single instant of a time, we require infinite sensors. Okay. That means to produce the electrical output corresponding to the instantaneous brightness of the infinite picture elements simultaneously, we require infinite channels. So this method of transmission is not practicable. Okay. So what we are doing here? So for each and every light that is present in the space of the picture, each and every time we have to convert these information into electrical signals. That means each and every signal we require infinite sensors that is used to produce the electrical output corresponding to the instantaneous brightness of the infinite picture. So for this we require infinite channels. So this is not possible. Practically it is not possible. So in order to reduce the complexity, one technique was introduced to convert the optical information into electrical information. So this technique is called as a scanning process. So but in general we picture information is in the form of optical form. That optical form is for transmitting the optical information, we require that optical information are directly not transmit into the channel. So we we have to transmit these picture information through channel, we require a optical information, convert the optical information into electrical form. So for this, to transmit all the variations of the light present in the space of a picture into single instant of time, we require infinite sensors. So for this purpose, this is not a practically possible. So in order to reduce the complexity, here we are using a technique that is used to convert optical information into electrical form. So that is called as a scanning process. The process of converting optical information into electrical form is called as a scanning process. Okay. So this technique makes it possible to transmit the picture information over a single channel and reduces the complexity. Ante kada. So here we are using to reduce the complexity, we are using a scanning process that is used to convert the optical information into electrical form. Okay. So that is the function of scanning process. Next, scanning process. Okay. So here every picture is the combination of different picture elements. So in picture we have different types of or different picture elements. So here each picture element carries its own information. So here in a total overall picture we have a different picture elements. In that each picture element has their own information or it carries their own information. So here the process of reading the information of the each pixel is known as a scanning. Scanning is nothing but a reading of the information of the each pixel is known as a scanning. So here the scanning process is like similar to like reading a page in a book, starting at the here top left and progressive line by line and downwards to the end of the bottom page. So once you consider or once you, for example, if you want to read a textbook, how you will read? First of all, you start from the top left. Okay. So and after completion of the one line goes to second line, next third line, continuous up to the end of the page you will read. Okay. Same like that, scanning process also same. Okay. So ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకి సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గా స్కానింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ లో కూడా మనం టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ స్టార్టింగ్ పేజ్ టు ఎండింగ్ పేజ్ ఎలా అయితే చదువుతామో సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గా అట్లానే స్కాన్ అవుతుంది ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ పిక్చర్ ఎలిమెంట్ అనేది. ఓకే. సో ఇన్ స్కానింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ ద పిక్చర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఈస్ రీడ్. ఓకే. ఈవెన్ ఇన్ స్కానింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆల్సో ద పిక్చర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఈస్ రీడ్ ఫ్రమ్ the top left to the raster towards the right bottom of the raster. So one see here. So this is the start of a line, that is the start top of the line. From this to here each and every line we read. Okay. So scanning is used to convert the picture information into electrical form for transmission purpose. Okay. So the scanning is done both in the camera tube and in the picture tube. That means at the transmitter side as well as at the receiver side. Both sides the scanning process will be done. Okay. So first of all, scanning process means what? So here each and every picture has its each and every picture is a combination of different picture elements. Okay. In each and every picture element it carries their own information. So the process of reading the information of the each pixel is called as a scanning. So here the scanning process is same like reading a page or reading a page in a book, starting at the top left to progressively line by line and uh, downwards to the end of the page at the bottom right. Okay, so here the scanning process, the picture information is read from the top left of the raster towards the right bottom of the raster. Okay, so here the scanning is used to convert the picture information into electrical form. So here the function of the scanning is, it is used to convert the picture information into electrical form for transmission purpose. So the scanning is done in both the camera tube as well as picture tube. In transmitter we have a camera tube, in receiver we have a picture tube. So both the sides also scanning process will be done. Okay, so this is a scanning process. So in that, one see here, this is the starting of a line. So this is the ending of the line. So one see here, so we will read from the top left of the line to continuously up to the end of the line. Next goes to second line. So ala end of the line, total end of the page be continuous. So the scanning is done line by line horizontally from left to right at a fast rate and vertically from top to bottom. So one see here, in horizontally the scanning will be done from top top. So that means left top to here. So horizontal ga consider cheste the scanning process anedi manaki top left to right variki jarugutundi. Next coming to the vertical from top to bottom. Okay, so the scanning process starts at the top left of the raster and then continues in the horizontal line. Okay, so the scanning process starts at the top left of the raster and continues in the horizontal line. So next, at the end of the each horizontal line, the beam goes left at a faster rate. The return beam is called as a flyback or retrace. So maniki ikkada so first of all, trace is nothing but left to right movement of the electron beam is called as a trace. Retrace ante the movement of electron beam from right to left at a faster rate is known as a retrace or flyback. Okay, so see here, so left to right movement of the electron beam is called as a trace and the right to left movement of electron beam at a faster rate is called as a retrace or flyback. Okay, so see here, this is a tracing, this is a retracing. Next, raster antunam kada. So a pattern of horizontal scanning lines traced by an electron beam is known as a raster. Okay, so horizontal scanning lines traced by electron beam is called as a raster. Blanking is nothing but the process of cutting off the electron beam during the horizontal and vertical retrace periods is known as a blanking. So in a retrace period, the electron beam will not sense any type of picture. Okay, so next flyback or retrace over. Next, the solid line shows the trace of the scanning lines. So one see here. So here the scanning lines which shows the trace. Okay, coming to the dotted lines indicates the retrace. So here we are showing the retrace as a dotted lines. During the retrace period, the beam is cut off completely and no video signal is produced by the camera. So total signal will be produced only in the tracing period only in case of retracing period, there is no signal will be passed, produced. Next, in the TV picture tube also, an electron beam is cut off completely during the retrace period. Even at the transmitter also and receiver also, in a retracing period, there is no signal will be present. That means totally the electron beam is cut off. So retrace is fast. So here the retrace is fast compared to tracing, since electron beam should not deflected immediately from right to left side of the screen. Okay, so right to left side there is a retrace period is fast because in this period there is no signal will be produced. So because of that that reason retrace period is faster compared to the trace. So the terms used in the scanning process: trace, retrace, raster, blanking. Okay. So trace is nothing but a left to right. See here, left to right movement of the electron beam is called as a trace, and right to left movement of electron beam is called as a retrace. In this retrace is also known as a flyback. Raster is nothing but a pattern of horizontal lines traced by electron beam. Okay, horizontal lines tracing place ni manamu raster antam. Blanking is nothing but a process of cutting off the electron beam during the horizontal and vertical retrace periods is known as a blanking. In this blanking period or blanking, there is no signal will be produced. So in this period, there will not be sent any picture information during the retrace period. Next one is need for horizontal and vertical scanning. So scanning is nothing but it is the process of convert the picture elements into electrical signals. Okay, is called as a video signal. Okay. So in scanning process, we are converting the picture elements into electrical signals, that is converts it into video signal. So here the electron beam, in scanning process, the electron beam will move from left to right and top to bottom simultaneously to cover the entire picture area. So in this, therefore, to transmit the entire picture area, two types of scannings are there: horizontal scanning and vertical scanning. Okay. So scanning is nothing but it is a process of converting the picture elements into electrical signals, or it is or video signals. Okay. So in this scanning process, in the scanning process, the electron beam will move from top to bottom and left to right to cover the overall picture. Okay. So in that case, we have two types of scanning processes done: horizontal scanning and vertical scanning. Okay, first of all, horizontal scanning. So horizontal scanning. So horizontal scanning means a deflection of electron beam from left to right and right to left is known as a horizontal scanning. So in horizontal we have from where we start the reading from left top to continuously up to end of the page, and again next. So up to so left to right we will read. So in horizontally how to read? We read in horizontally we read from left to right. Okay. So here also same deflection of electron beam from left to right and right to left is known as a horizontal scanning. So here the sawtooth current through the horizontal deflection coils of a camera tube and picture tube deflects the electron beam horizontally. So even at the transmitter side also and the receiver side also, in horizontal deflection coils of both camera tube and picture tube will deflect the electron beam in horizontally only. So here the rise in the current flowing through the horizontal deflection coils will produce the deflections in the electron beam from left to right. So here the left to right electron beam movement is called as a trace and the right to left electron beam movement is called as a retrace. So at the peak of the rise, that is at the maximum value, the sawtooth wave reverses the direction and decreases rapidly to its initial value. This fast reversal produces the retrace or flyback. So here one see here the movement of beam from left to right is known as a trace and the movement of electron beam from right to left is known as a retrace. So see here, this is the raster of totally 625 line system. In India we use a 625 line system. That's why here we mention the 625 line system. So in sawtooth wave, see here, sawtooth wave from left to right movement is represented as a trace period and in right to left, this period is known as a retrace period. One cycle of deflection. See here, the rise of the current flowing through the horizontal deflection coils produce the deflections of the electron beam from left to right. This is a trace. At the peak of the rise, that is at the maximum value, the sawtooth wave reverses the direction and decreases the rapidly to its initial value. See here, at maximum, after reaching its maximum value, the direction will be changes. Okay. So here it is known as a retracing period in horizontal scanning. So here also same like that. Tracing, retracing, tracing, retracing. So tracing period is more and retracing period is less. For total one period of cycle, we require 64 microseconds of time requirement. In that, for tracing period, we require 52 microseconds. In retracing period, 12 microseconds time is. So next one is a vertical scanning. Vertical scanning is nothing but a deflection of electron beam from top to bottom and bottom to top. Okay. So top to bottom and bottom to top is known as a vertical scanning. So if vertical scanning is absent, then the electron will scan horizontal line again and again. Okay. So the electron beam scans successive horizontal lines because of the vertical shifting of the beam. Okay. So one see here. This is a one cycle of vertical deflection current. So top to bottom it is a tracing period. This is a vertical retrace period. Total it is a vertical trace period. It is a vertical retrace period. So this is overall scanning. Top to bottom, vertical trace and retrace. So the sawtooth wave current through the vertical deflection coils of the camera tube and picture tube deflect the electron beam vertically only. So both in at the transmitter side and receiver side. So the linear rise in the current in a vertical deflection coil shift the electron beam smoothly and linearly from top to bottom. So that is called as a vertical trace. So top to bottom movement is called as a vertical trace. After reaching the maximum value of the sawtooth wave, current reverses its direction and decreases rapidly to its initial value. One see here. So after reaching the maximum value, So see here, after reaching the maximum value, the direction of the sawtooth wave will be changes. Yes, to its initial value. This fast reversal produces is called as a vertical retrace, or it is also called as a flyback. During this vertical retrace, the horizontal scanning continues and several lines get scanned during this period. Okay. So this is all about vertical scanning. In vertical scanning, totally we require 20 milliseconds of time. In that, for tracing period, we require 18.720 milliseconds. In retracing or flyback period, we require 1.280 milliseconds of time. Thank you. So this is all about introduction to television and explain the formation of picture, state the need for horizontal and vertical scanning. So once again see, so television means combination of two words, tele and vision. Tele means far, vision means to see. Overall meaning of television is seeing from a distance. So if the first demonstration of actual TV was given by Gerald Bird in London and C.F. Jenkins in the USA in the year of 1927. So we have two types of televisions, monochrome television and color TV television. In monochrome, that means black and white television, we have three types of standards are there: 525 line system, 625 line system and 81 line system. In India, we use 625 line system. In color television, we have NTSC, that is National Television System Committee, PAL, phase alternation by line. Next one is a CCAM, that is a sequential colors and memory system. Okay, so in India we use a PAL system that is compatible with the CCIRB standards in 525 lines, 625 line system. So the compatibility means in olden days or nowadays also some houses having only monochrome televisions. So in that also the color television signal must produce a normal black and white picture on a monochrome receiver without any modifications of the receiver. So for that is a compatibility. And explain the formation of picture. So picture is nothing but a picture information is in the form of optical in nature. So optical in nature, that each picture consists of a small areas of varying brightness. So that is called as a pixels or pearl. So to transmit the information through this channel, it is not necessary to convert the optical information into electrical form. So for this necessary to convert this information into electrical form, for that we require infinite number of sensors to convert the information. So this is not possible in practical. Because of that, one technique is used. For the technique is called as a scanning process. By using this scanning process, we will convert the picture information into electrical signals. Okay. So here by using this we will reduce the complexity. Scanning process is nothing but a convert. It is a technique. It is scanning is a technique, is a process. This scanning process is similar like reading a textbook from top to bottom or a left top left to down right. So here the scanning process is nothing but It is a process that is used to convert the picture information into electrical information. Okay. So here the scanning process is reading the information of the each pixel is known as a scanning. So in that we have two types of scannings are there, horizontal scanning and vertical scanning. So in scanning process we have some terms trace, retrace and raster and blanking. So first of all, trace is nothing but a left to right movement of the electron beam is called as a trace, and movement of electron beam from right to left is known as a retrace, and the raster is nothing but a pattern of horizontal scanning lines traced by an electron beam is known as a raster. Blanking is nothing but a process of cutting off the electron beam during the horizontal and vertical retrace periods is known as a retrace. So overall, we have two types of scanning techniques are there: horizontal and vertical scanning. Horizontal scanning means left to right movement of electron beam is called as a horizontal scanning, and top to bottom electron beam movement is called as a vertical scanning. Okay, so this is all about vertical scanning and horizontal scanning. Okay, thank you.